All right, Moodle 2 DPS tutorial. Really quickly, something to keep in mind as you're working with your students and your learners in the learning management system in the course is that you have the ability to create groups. And what groups do is they layer permissions on who can see and read what within your course. Um, that's as a surface. A couple ways you can use it as advanced would be to create groups that can only access chat rooms or chat times. You create groups that can only access certain assignments. So if you're thinking about how you're differentiating your courses within Moodle and you know that you have 3 or 4 of your learners that could use a double dose of a particular topic, rather than having that take up space in the learning management system for all the users, you can have it so that just a certain group of students are able to access that information or that content, and then they can either take a quiz if you like or do another assignment for you. So how do I access groups? I come over here on the left hand side. I'm about 3/4 of the way down. I look at course administration. The 4th one down is called users. I click on users, and then from here I click on groups. Now again, what the groups are going to do is it's going to allow me to take folks that are already in this course and create a group from that. So I can, if I go into create a group, and I can name the group. I'll name this one, let's see, we'll say differentiation for session 2. And the design of this is going to be that there's going to be additional content that I'm going to want them to look at, and there's also going to be an opportunity for a chat room that's just for these 3 or 4 students. So I say this will be our opportunity to dive deeper as a small group. So once I have that typed up, I can click on an enrollment key. If I want, I can make this so that it requires a password, and I will for this one. I will say group 2 is the key. Hide the picture? No. And then I can choose a file to name the picture. For this purpose, I'm not going to do that. But I will go ahead and click on Save Changes, and now I have a group named Differentiation for Session 2. I now want to add folks to that group. So the way that I do that is I click on the group, and then I add or remove users. So I click on Add Remove Users. I go to the list of people that are in this course right now. I grab a couple of them that I would like to use that I want to put into this small group, and I then click on Add. That's going to pop all those names over here. I have 2 teachers and somebody with multiple roles. I can go back to groups now, and I can see that only those 3 people will be able to access anything that I open up just for differentiation for session 2. So now I go back into my course, and I'm going to create a chat room that's just for those 3 people. So again, I'm going into session 2 online. I'm going to click on Add an Activity. I'm going to say Chat. This chat room is going to take place tomorrow night. So this is session 2 differentiation group chat. We will go ahead and set up the next chat time to be tonight at, I don't know, we'll say 7 o'clock, 7:30. We will do this at the same time every week for this purpose. We want to save the past sessions and let folks be able to see this. The only groups that can see it are going to be visible groups. And then I click on Save and Return to Course, and I should have it in there. So now once the group chat has been created, I can set it up so that it's only differentiation for that session 2 group. And they're the only ones that will be able to see it now. So when I go back into the academic language landing page and I go to session 2 and I see this chat, only those 3 people that I had put in this group are the ones that will be able to see it. So you can see how groups could be a great way to be able to have different interactions with the content for the folks that you want to differentiate with, or even just for some of those interactions in small groups or projects that you might have in your course.